Is it really over? Is what used to be resistance now going to act as support? That's a really important question because we're now right back here to 50 at fear and greed. And this is not a very good place to start because if we look here to our timeline, it looks like a head and shoulders. So as of right now, this is a dead cat bounce. Let me give you in about 20 seconds exactly what to look for from here because I don't want to waste your time. So we got our bear recipe, check. We now know that. There's two things I'm going to be watching for. The first thing is going to be we have an inside bar now. As we get an inside bar break, which gap are we going to fill first? The upside gap at 592, or are we going to come down and fill this lower gap, which is right here at 576? That's it. That's the video. That's it for today. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Of course, there's a little bit more than that, but very simply put, we have a pause. A pause inside of a short term or daily bearish pattern, but if we zoom out, again, if in doubt, zoom out, what do we have here? Let's just get rid of this. Well, we don't have a lower low, 583, 585. All right. Well, I mentioned this ironically in the morning. I said that this exact price that we're at right here, right now, this price looks better today than it did on Friday. Why? Because of that exact pattern. And now, oh my goodness, we're back here inside a green light on the monthly candle. What does this mean? It means that as of right now, the bulls appear like they want to reclaim control. It's only the daily chart that's really having some trouble here. If this is the bottom and it's really over, there should be no problem going higher from here. Have a look here because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, which are going to be full candles. Full candle just basically means that we open lower than we close. Open lower than we close. A hollow candle is hard to see sometimes, but it means that we open here, close here, open here, close here, open lower than we close, which is higher. Okay, so we just broke the spell. Is it really over? Well, it could be because this volume appears like it could be capitulation if we form that inside bar break and go bullish. All right, there we go. Right back to 50, right back to the middle. So what's going to happen? Well, we're probably going to go up if the charts hold up. If we look here, stocks seem a bit confused, though. What's happening over here? Oh, my God, Palantir. It's over. It's down 6%. Yeah, and that's not nice, but NVIDIA's down by about 1, Google up by 1, Eli Lilly with its competition is down by 2, but Tesla's up by 5.6 with a little bit of a boost because of the full self-driving, which is likely going to get pushed through in the US, and Uber's taking it on the chin. Look at that. We talked about the big Don moving stocks, right? We talked about Tesla and how if the S&P could do what it did here too, which is basically hold and then push up, maybe it could go up more. Well, look what Tesla did. If our template's going to work, we talked about this on the weekend. Time to go up more. Yeah, let's go up more. Look at DJT. Up gang. Whoop. What do we get? We got the up gang. Let's go. So when after hours, the stock is down by, oh my God, $1. But my point here is just that I'm trying to have a little bit of humor and trying to make things a little bit more memorable than just it always being the end of the world where our hair's on fire and there's nothing else we can talk about. DJT, Tesla up. Nice. Bitcoin, the third proxy we were looking at, also up. Nearly at record highs too. Let's have a look at BTC USD. I think I made it to, if it closes here, it'll be, it was earlier, so not quite a record. We have the record here at 93,495. Our high today, 92,674. So it's close, but there's no cigar. But we did also have our first lower low. Now we're back to the hollow candle with a higher high. So what does that mean? It means the bull gang is here. Up gang wants to make the charts go mega big up. But you might be wondering, what exactly do we do from here? Well, I'll tell you that in a moment here. But first, I'm just going to ask you for a huge favor. If you could please consider smashing the thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. So in the next couple of days, there's the G20 or the Group of 20 or the Cool Kids Club, which is going to be over in Brazil, hosted by Lula. And this is going to be from the 18th to 19th. And then there's going to be bilateral talks with Lula and Xi on the 20th, and also some bilateral talks with other countries after that. And then there's the Mercosur EU deal happening after. But anyways, let's keep it simple because we don't have a lot of time here. Looking at this week, all these stupid ads out of here. Doesn't look like there's a lot of data here, but if this is the only place you're looking, you're going to be missing a really big key here because inflation's going to go up, but who cares? It's Europe, right? Who cares? 2.0, that's fine. We have to look over here to earnings, which is actually going to be NVDA, right? NVIDIA after the bell. And that's going to be at 4:20 on the 20th. Elon Musk, you'd be proud, sir. On the 20th at 4:20, I'll be there. That's right. Be there or be square. So that's going to be in 2 days. Let's pop over here to NVDA or NVIDIA and see what happened here. There was some concerns about Blackwell overheating this weekend. That's part of their infrastructure. In case you're not clear, what happened? Well, we stopped going up. We have this uptrend here, bounce, bounce, bounce. As of right now, we stopped going up, and we can note that we're pivoting right around our previous all-time high. Why is this important? Well, because NVIDIA is like the biggest stock in the world right now. Let me just double check. Let me go no group. It'll tell me really fast. Oh, Apple took it back. All right, you fired. You fired, NVIDIA. You fired. 3.438, you fired. Why? I'm 3.447. Man, it's so close now. Just because NVIDIA is so volatile. But anyways, let's tell the story here because your time is valuable. All right, so if we look here, what do we have? Well, we have a big green line. Green means support. Green starts right here on the green arrow, which means that we're trying to basically carve out the exact same type of pattern I'm pointing out on the S&P on the daily chart. Is what used to be resistance going to act as support? Well, that's a pretty important question because it tells us whether or not if chips lead tech and tech lead SPY, remember, right now chips are like the only group which are not really in all new all-time highs. We should be all the way up here. The mega big up gang's not taking not taking these ones to the stairway to heaven. Right there you go. There's the new thing we're going to talk about. RSP, new all-time highs. It's all the way there. Equal weights there. IWM already there. No, my apologies. We're nearly there. What do we got? Big old cup with a handle and a bounce off what used to be resistance. This is all looking really hunky-dory. It either means that the S&P as a whole is actually getting some broadening out where not just chips are going to rally, or NVIDIA is going to deliver us a nice big black ball, not a beach ball, a black ball, right to your balls. And that's going to happen on Wednesday after the close going into Thursday. There's nothing really all that much else to talk about. So Monday to Tuesday, which is going to be today and tomorrow, headlines are happening. We're going to see a communique, which always comes out at the end of the meeting. And then there's going to be closing remarks at COP29. And then there's going to be the EU and Mercosur deal. So with all that said, let's just look at a few more really quick charts to make sure that we're not overlooking anything. QQQ, we talked about it. It's stuck in a pennant. So rising wedge, cup and handle, whatever you want to call it right now. Basically looks fine. I have to give it a little bit more time. And looking for the same thing. Inside bar break bear. Do we go down and actually fill the gap? Do we actually hit the 50 MA? And to the upside, if we break, we're going to be back above our previous all-time high or bullish, more bullish. And can we make a run to fill this gap up here? Well, that'll be a really important question. And the only other thing I can think of to look at here is the dollar is coming down. So ironically, now dollar down, VIX down, treasuries down. Excellent. That's what we like. We like to see all those things down together. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in. Come hang out with me at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow if you want to do more. Otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.